The alliance between Britain and the United States during World War II was a defining moment in modern history, marking the beginning of a partnership that would shape the post-war world order. From the Lend-Lease Act to the Normandy landings, British-American cooperation played a crucial role in the defeat of Nazi Germany and the Axis powers. Let's explore the dynamics of this special relationship during World War II. Lend-Lease and material support. One of the earliest manifestations of British-American cooperation during World War II was the Lend-Lease Act of 1941. This landmark legislation authorized the United States to provide material support, including weapons, ammunition, and food supplies, to the Allied powers, including Britain. Lend-Lease was instrumental in sustaining the British war effort, particularly during the early years of the war when Britain stood alone against Nazi aggression. The Atlantic Charter and shared values. In August 1941, British Prime Minister Winston Churchill and American President Franklin D. Roosevelt met aboard the USS Augusta off the coast of Newfoundland to draft the Atlantic Charter, a declaration of shared principles and goals for the post-war world. The Charter affirmed the commitment of Britain and the United States to democracy, self-determination, and the promotion of international peace and security, laying the groundwork for a lasting alliance. The North African and Italian campaigns. British-American military cooperation was put to the test in the North African and Italian campaigns, where Allied forces faced off against Axis powers in fierce battles across the Mediterranean theater. Joint operations, coordinated command structures, and shared logistical support were key features of Allied strategy, as British and American troops fought side by side to liberate North Africa and Southern Europe from Axis control. D-Day and the Normandy invasion. The pinnacle of British-American cooperation in World War II came with the Normandy landings on June 6, 1944. Operation Overlord, the largest amphibious invasion in history, saw British, American, Canadian, and other Allied troops storm the beaches of Normandy in a coordinated assault against Nazi-occupied France. The success of D-Day marked a turning point in the war and demonstrated the effectiveness of Allied unity and coordination. The Yalta Conference and post-war planning. As the war in Europe drew to a close, British Prime Minister Winston Churchill, American President Franklin D. Roosevelt, and Soviet Premier Joseph Stalin met at the Yalta Conference in February 1945 to discuss the post-war reorganization of Europe and Asia. While the conference laid the groundwork for the United Nations and the division of Germany, it also foreshadowed the emerging tensions between the Western Allies and the Soviet Union that would define the Cold War era. Conclusion: a lasting legacy. The alliance between Britain and the United States during World War II laid the foundation for the special relationship that continues to define their bilateral ties to this day. From the beaches of Normandy to the halls of international diplomacy, British-American cooperation in World War II set a precedent for partnership, solidarity, and shared sacrifice in the pursuit of common goals. As we reflect on their shared history, we are reminded of the enduring legacy of the special relationship and the enduring bonds of friendship between two nations.